Joshua Francis Ngannou. Not pretty much a prediction video here, to be honest. Let's speak on it, man. I'm pulling for Ngannou. I ain't never been a fan, or I ain't been a fan of AJ since he came out. Pause. At the beginning, he seemed like it was cool and all that shit, and he just started talking like a robot. I just ain't no fan. He ain't got no heart. So that's my whole thing about AJ. I ain't really no fan. Hope that motherfucker lose every time he go out, to be honest. But Ngannou, I like Ngannou. Seeing his growth in the UFC. Striking, the ground game got better. He kept getting better and better and better and better and better. And quite frankly, I don't really think John Jones. I don't even think John Jones wanted none of that, honestly. The longer he let Ngannou go, the better and better he got. His ground game got, hands got, everything. So he showed that he can box with Tyson Fury. Some people, people in boxing, they feel like they gotta protect the sport of boxing. I thought Fury won. No, Fury didn't win that fight. He lost. Everybody know he lost. And he got out boxed. He got dropped and all that shit. And at the end of the day, I think it'd be. I mean, like I said before about the fight, I think if Anthony Joshua can control the fight and get it over with in the first half of the fight, in the beginning, I think his hands might be too explosive. I think he might just be too much of a good boxer for Ngannou. But the question is, if he started to fatigue, and I want to know what kind of weight he gonna come in at the fight, because Anthony Joshua got a complex of lifting weights and coming in too heavy. And if Ngannou paced himself like he did versus Fury, and he able to pick it up 7th, 8th, 9th into the championship rounds, I think Ngannou might stop Anthony Joshua late. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua, if he put on too much weight for this fight to try to match Ngannou's strength, he probably gonna get knocked out if he don't get the knockout early. That's just my opinion on it. Anthony Joshua, I think at his best when he fought Andy Ruiz the second fight, he looked at his best. He wasn't all fat. I mean, he wasn't all bulky. He was nice and lean. He moved well. He boxed well. His hand speed was good. His footwork was good. He wasn't wilding or plotting around the ring. He looked really, really good in that fight. Quick, reflexes was good. When he put on too much weight, bro, he don't look like the same fighter. Now, he still got explosive hand speed, and that's going to be a difference for Ngannou. Ngannou dealing with a guy who's a really, really, I think I would say a great athlete for a boxer in Anthony Joshua. And I think that's what he's dealing with. He's dealing with a great athlete in Anthony Joshua. And that'll be the difference. Tyson Fury didn't have the explosive power and the speed that Anthony Joshua, has. And like I said, I'm looking forward to this fight. I'll watch this fight. I definitely will. I'll watch this fight. So I don't think he has the hand speed or the explosiveness. He ain't seen that, with Tyson Fury. So, I think with Anthony Joshua, you want to control this fight with your lead hand. You want to get off first, and you want to get your hands back home before Ngannou, you get your hands back home before Ngannou can get off. And what Ngannou was looking to do, he's looking to counter Tyson Fury. He was looking to work off Tyson Fury. So if you're going to work, don't work with 1 or 2 punches. Work with 3, 4, 5 punch combinations. Work up and down. This is one of the things that I don't think UFC fighters are acclimate or get a lot is body work. So if I'm Anthony Joshua, I know it's a risk because when you go to the body, you can be susceptible for a return fire upstairs. And I think for Anthony Joshua, I think some body work in there to slow Ngannou down for late or mid stoppages has got to be in the cards. I think he should be looking to strike to the body a little bit more, in my opinion. To slow him down, especially guys that got condition problems. They got problems going, a hard 12 or 12 like Anthony Joshua, just due to him wanting to come in a little bit heavier and not wanting to drop the weights. I think for him, body work, even whoever he fight, Joshua, Wilder, Wilder, Fury, whoever it may be, I think some body work is imperative for him. Just to even the conditioning playing field. So I like to see him go to the Joshua body a lot. I Ngannou body soon and slow the guy down. You know. But I think if he gonna get off 3, 4, 5 shot combinations, upstairs, downstairs, you know, work off the jab, bring your hands back home, because he's gonna try to get off in between them combinations. But if he get them combinations off and get out the way or clinch, you know, I think he should be able to beat Ngannou. But when you start talking about heavyweights, one punch can change a fight, and everybody believe Anthony Joshua ain't got no heart and ain't got no chin. You know what I'm saying? Especially I'm more heavier on the side of he ain't got the heart. You know? So in my opinion, I think, you know, just basic boxing, work off the jab, touch to the body, 3, 4 shots, get off the marker, clinch, smother them, and keep resetting. Keep feinting and keep throwing punches, keeping them off balance, knowing he want to counter. You know, that's why he throw 3, 4, 5 shots so he can't counter and get the opening. Where he got to ball up and he got to defend himself. You throw 1 or 2 shots, God can counter that. You come in and throw 3 or 4 shots, you know, either smother your work smother him after you get off, or step over or get out of range. It's harder for him to get off. You know, I think he needs to, you know, throw 1 or 2 here, but 3, 4, 5 shots, and either smother him, or clinch him, or get out the way. You know what I'm saying? And for Francis Ngannou, I think for him, you know, he gonna be sitting there looking for that 1 shot versus Anthony Joshua to preserve energy and conserve energy. So, you know, I say if you go be looking for that 1 shot, I try to say establish the jab, and I try to say, you know, the guy that got conditioning problems, touch his body. Touch his body. He ain't getting boxed with Anthony Joshua, but I say touch his body. That'll be my thing. Touch his body. Try to make it while you try to make it through the middle rounds. And try to touch his body, so that way he slow down for the championship round. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be looking for that 1 shot upstairs. And if I was him, I wouldn't look for 1 shot upstairs. If I'm Dewey Cooper and if Mike Tyson's still having him, I'm looking for 2, 3 shots upstairs. I'm not always looking for 1 shot. I'm looking to put 1, 2, 3 shots up there. So when he get to throwing punches, he get to coming in, I'm looking to throw 1, 2, 3 shots. At least 1, 2 shots. And maybe be 1 to the body, uppercut to the head or something like that. So I think for Ngannou, don't look for 1 shot. Look for 2, 3, 4 shots when you get in there. You look for 1 shot, Anthony Joshua gonna be able to evade that 1 shot, in my opinion. So I think he's gonna be looking to evade that, man. So, you know, I think for both, combination punching is gonna be key. You know, but I think it's a good fight. You know, I think if Anthony Joshua gonna win it, it's gonna be won in the first 6 rounds, or the groundwork is gonna be laid in the first 6 rounds. So, you know, fighting Tyson Fury is a different beast. Tyson Fury like to have a size advantage, to feel like he has an advantage over his opponents. You know, he don't really necessarily always have a skill advantage. He's just taller and bigger than most guys, and that's what he's winning off of. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua, I think in his mind, he feel like he gotta be muscular and have the bigger advantage. If he come in this fight too muscular and too big to try to match Ngannou, that's gonna be the beginning of his downfall. I think Anthony Joshua need to come in at a weight that he's comfortable. He's very, very comfortable at. You know, I like the weight he came in versus Andrew Ruiz at, bro. That was some good. You know, he probably could have won 15 rounds in that fight, just boxing. You know, he probably could have won 15 rounds boxing, bro. He looked good. But that's something that he struggled with is his weight. He don't know if he want to be his weight change every fight. Bulky, small, bulky, more bulky, regular bulky, like dude. And Vladimir Klitschko say just drop the weights, but you know, lifting heavy is an addiction for a lot of guys. I was talking to a guy at the gym. I'm like, why you just don't cut down? I mean, I'm getting so much stronger and I'm getting bigger. I'm like, dog. I mean, I'm like, all right. It becomes an addiction for a lot of these guys. And me personally, it's time to bulk, it's time to cut. A lot of guys don't want to do the work to cut though. Believe it or not, you got a lot of guys that just live for. You got a lot of guys that just live for strength, but then you got to understand it's different type of strength that you lift for. Just because you lift the weight strong, don't mean it's going to translate into a street fight. You know, it's how you live. It's how you condition yourself. You got a lot of guys that just believe in lifting as conditioning, and that's you know, you need to be all across the spectrum. In my opinion, you need to be all across the spectrum when you lift. You need to be able to do cardio. You need to be able to do calisthenics. You need to be able to do your dips, your push-ups, lift your own body weight, be able to lift the weights, be able to superset the weights, all that shit. Anthony Joshua is a brute. You can tell he a brute lifter, bro. And a lot of times sometimes that's just somebody's body type. But long story short, I think Anthony Joshua is gonna win this fight. I'll say 8th round. I'd be nice to say 9th round KO. So I like Anthony Joshua 9. I think he's just too explosive for instance, Ngannou. I think Ngannou got a little bit lucky with Fury. Fury, he have off nights. We all know that. So that's my opinion on it. I like Joshua and 9. Don't like him. I'm pulling for Ngannou. Hope Ngannou knock his fucking head off his shoulders until his excellency, whatever his name, turkey lap. But hey, no, I got Joshua 9. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. You know, live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good313, Venmo CJ Good313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section.